I'm pretty sure we've overpacked for our long-term travels. Come take a look. Yep. So it's clear we're not minimalist carry-on travelers. We are overpacking travelers. But there is a reason for it. Reason number one, we're not weekend travelers. We're not taking a 2-week vacation. We are full-time, long-term travelers. And with that, you need to bring a lot of stuff with you so that you're comfortable. Sometimes we might be in cold places and sometimes we might be in hot places. So we've had to pack for both and everything in between. And then number two, we're slow travelers. We're staying in most places for a minimum of 30 days. And so that's a long time and you need a lot of clothes and you need a lot of stuff. The next reason I blame Josh for, he has a lot of camera equipment and it's heavy and it takes up almost all of our carry-on space. And lastly, and the biggest reason we can't do carry-on travel is that my husband is a giant. His clothes alone in weight and size would take up both carry-ons and I would be able to bring nothing. For our travels, we each have one large suitcase. Here's everything I brought. 2 tank tops, 2 button-up shirts, 4 long sleeve shirts, 2 sweatshirts, 2 t-shirts, 2 jeans, 3 black leggings, 3 shorts, 3 summer dresses, 6 pairs of socks, 1 fall coat, 1 blazer, 1 winter coat, 1 cozy robe, because sometimes I just want to be cozy, 2 pairs of walking shoes, 1 very impractical but very pretty high heel shoes, 1 pair of sandals, 1 toque, 2 pairs of mittens, 1 scarf, 2 hats, and various underwears and bras.
Oh God, no! Kathy's not the only one that gets to bring pretty shoes. They're so uncomfortable, but they're so rad! I need skinny jeans to wear them though, but I don't have skinny jeans because I haven't lost the weight yet from all of the walking or else I'll just look like an egg on stilts. So, what did Josh pack? I've got 10 button-up shirts, 5 undershirts, 6 pants, I have 3 pairs of shoes, 1 pair of sandals, 2 pairs of PJ bottoms, because I like to be snugglies. I have 8 pairs of socks, they're all fancy. 2 pairs of swim trunks, because, you know, one day I might go out in the sun. 1 winter coat, which is snazzy and weighs 10 pounds. 1 blazer, which is snazzy and weighs 5 pounds. 3 hats, cause I gotta. 1 toque, 1 pair of mittens, and a scarf, which is actually not a scarf, it's a shemagh. Frankly, we're not entirely sure.
And this bad boy is our toiletry bag. She hangs if you don't have the counter space, and if you're in Europe or Southeast Asia, you don't have the counter space. But here, feminine hygiene products for me, razors, scissors, tweezers, toenail clippers, our toothbrushes, toothpaste, floss, the ever important insect repellent for me, lip moisturizer, hair products, hair ties, scrunchies, pins, first aid kit, the ibuprofen. We live off of these. My pills, vitamins, vitamin D, vitamin B12, probiotics, always good to have when you travel. Pills that we need to just stay alive. My statin, Josh's, what's yours called, honey?
Why are we telling people what our pills are?
Deodorant, hairspray, lotion, and 110 SPF sunscreen because my husband's real white. Lactose pills, little tiny perfume for me. Basic stuff, and we've pared it down a lot from what we had when we lived in our homes in Toronto and Austin and Florida. But these are kind of the things that we really need to get by day to day. And that's our toiletry bag. First off is my Travelon Anti-Theft Backpack. I love this bag because it is anti-theft. The body is slash-proof, the straps are slash-proof, her zippers lock into the bag. Inside, she also has an RFID blocking compartment, and she still carries water bottles, The inside is big. You can put a lot in it if you're walking around the city all day long. It's not well organized, there's not a lot of compartments, but you can fit a lot in her, and I always feel better carrying her around. And then lastly, what's great is that she folds up into a tiny little compartment that I can just toss into our suitcase on days that we're traveling and I have my carry-on bag instead. Next, my other favorite bag, and this is for when we're just walking out to grab dinner or coffee in the morning and I don't need to bring the big knapsack with me, is my Travelon Anti-Theft Fanny Pack. Again, the body is slash proof, the straps are slash proof, the buckle locks into place, as well as all the zippers can lock into place as well. Inside, she has an RFID compartment as well, and there's enough room in here to fit your phone, your sunglasses, masks, and then at the back of her, she also has a secret compartment where I keep my wallet, passport, vaccination cards, things that you do need to travel in 2022, and she's great. Other good packing tips is if you're carrying around some jewelry, get a jewelry organizer bag. This is the mini size from BagSmart, and I love her because she keeps everything very well organized. Places for your necklace, zipper, earrings, rings, lots of little compartments, and it all folds nicely and it keeps everything from getting tangled together. It's only $15 on Amazon and it saves you a lot of trouble, and then it goes with you in your carry-on so that if you lose your luggage, you don't lose the very important jewelry that you bring along with you. Cannot stress enough, get a toiletry bag with the hook that swivels. You don't have the counter space. This will save you a lot of aggravation. Don't even think about it. Grab one, Amazon, wherever you need to. All of our stuff is linked in the description below. It will save you a lot of headache. Another way to save space when packing is to have multifunctional makeup. I bring along bare minimal makeup because I don't like to wear a lot anyways, but I always want stuff that is multifunctional. So my lipstick can also work as my blush. My bronzer can also work as eyeshadow. Because it has multiple use, I save from bringing a whole Sephora with me, and I just have a little bag for makeup, and that's easy and lightweight as well. So one of our #1 tips for saving space and very important weight on your suitcase is we didn't bring our own shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and all that stuff with us. Anything that's liquid will tend to weigh down your suitcase a great deal. And so what we did was we got to our destination, went to the local market or store, and we picked up little tiny travel-sized shampoos when we got there. There was no point in us, bringing along big bottles of shampoo and conditioner when we could just pick up one in the city at a very reasonable price, and it's a very small package. We use it up while we're here, toss it, and when we move to the next location, we pick up another one afterwards. And next for me is the packing cube. Now this is divisive. Some people love packing cubes. Some people think they're a waste of space. I love it because all of our belongings literally fit into our suitcase, and I like it to be organized so that all of Josh's shirts are in a cube, all of his pants are in a cube, and it's not just opening it up and there's just a pile of clothes everywhere. And the trick with using a packing cube is to not pack it like you just open it up and you put everything in and you try and close it. I've found, thanks to YouTube, that if you place your packing cube vertically up like this, you let gravity do all the work in terms of really saving space. You can shove things down, and then you can just keep adding more and more stuff into the cube because gravity is pulling everything down, and then you can just very slowly close everything up, and I can get almost all of our stuff into the cubes, and it saves a lot of space and it helps organize our suitcase for us.
My first tip. We bought hard shell suitcases, which I know they technically weigh more than the soft shell suitcases, but they are more durable, We bought a really good one from Samsonite. And by the way, the reason why we bought from Samsonite is they are global. There are stores everywhere. Their guarantees are fantastic. These wheels break, a hole shows up, something doesn't work anymore. They'll fix it. And they're easy to find just about everywhere you go. But we got the ones with 4 wheels. You do not want to be rolling a heavy ass suitcase with only 2 wheels on cobblestone streets in these little medieval cities. That's not gonna work out well for you. We also got the kind that lock. Now, if you're traveling out of or through the US at all, you have to get the kind that have the TSA approved locks. That way they can get into it without slashing into your luggage. We also got it with a locking luggage strap, which seems a bit much. We've already got locks on here and now we're putting a luggage strap on it, but the real reason is this is almost like a bike lock or a security cable. When we're at our accommodation, if it's the type of place that's an Airbnb, maybe other people have keys to the place, maybe there's maid staff that come in or anything like that and you're worried about your items, put the stuff that is important to you in the suitcase, lock the suitcase, then wrap this bad boy through the handle, attach it to something sturdy in the room, not a radiator, by the way. This is technically cloth, but it is slash proof. And you know, it's not gonna go anywhere. It's not 100% foolproof, but anything that's a good enough deterrent usually works well. Samsonite hard shell suitcase. I think this is the Freeform. Good one. Speaking of security, a nice, cheap item. This was like a $5 or $6 rubber doorstop. Why do we have a doorstop? So again, when you're in Airbnbs, when you're at certain accommodations, you don't know who all has a key. So when Kat and I go to sleep at night, we take this doorstop and we shove it underneath that front door hard. Will it completely stop someone from opening that door? No. You put enough weight behind it, enough time, you're gonna go right through it. But it is gonna make it a lot harder and it's gonna make a lot of noise. And so, you know, $5 or $6 for just that little extra piece of security, and this thing weighs maybe 1/4 of a pound. A really good one, small, perfect. More fancy shoes. Why is this a tip? You put your shoe in your luggage, it is a big, hollow object going in there. It is technically a waste of space. On top of that, if they're nicer shoes, they're gonna get smashed down, they're gonna get moved around, they're gonna get smushed, it's gonna kill their form. Take your socks, put your socks in the shoe. Fill your shoe up with the socks, now you save space, and it's got that force inside that's stopping it from being smushed down, it's stopping it from being deformed. It's perfect. It's a stupid little packing tip that Cat2 discovered, and it's great. It's so simple, but works really well. Okay. All right. Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Hey. Did we pack too much stuff? Yeah, depending on who you ask. There's digital nomads out there who will give you shit if you've got anything more than just a carry-on bag. There's families out there full-time traveling with 8 pieces of luggage. Man, it's up to the person. For us, maybe. I think in about a year, we're gonna go back over everything that we may have gotten rid of, things that we may have added, and we'll take a look at all of it. This is really big. And I'm at the point of just shading my hair so I can get rid of stuff like this. It's a lot. But we travel once a month, so it's one bad day a month of having to lug this stuff around. For the most part, we get into the place, we unpack, everything's been hung up. We literally just dragged it out for this shoot. Give us a year, we'll circle back around and we'll let you know if we went overboard or if we don't have enough stuff, or if we had to replace stuff, or if we needed new stuff, or if we lost stuff, or if we had to replace our suitcases because those got lost, or our carry-on got eaten by tigers. Who knows? Like and subscribe.